Is Wizard 101 getting boring by any chance? Is it getting boring just by any chance? Like, is the game getting boring? Well, yes, and also yes. The game has been out since 2008. We've been greeted with new content like new worlds, the barbershop, and everything else. So why does it feel like Wizard 101 is just growing gray? I mean, well, for starters, I mean, it's aging pretty badly. It's not aging so well. Number two, they've made some very poor decisions during the time of releasing new content and other stuff. And, number three is, well, just in general, the game is boring and it's expensive. I think that's a very big one. I mean, we're done with the live stream. We're finally done with the live stream. Apologies for not live streaming as much. With school and stuff, it is really hard to balance that out. But I do feel like that Wizard 101 is becoming very, very, very expensive. And it's not in a good way. It's in a very bad way. So, for example, you go in the Crown Shop, they release a new pack. You go in the Crown Shop again, they release another new pack. And it just feels like they keep releasing new packs, which is fine. You can release a bunch of cosmetic items and cool stuff. That is cool. I support the hustle. That's fine. However, it does at some point really does get annoying. And when that's pretty much the game, that's pretty much just the game. That's just crown packs. It's not really a game and it's not really fun. So let's go over kind of like the 3 sins that Wizard 101 has done, or the 3 passive sins. And I think the first sin that they've done was the Steam. Now, if you guys don't know, Wizard 101 has released this game on Steam. So if you want, you can make a Steam account or you can make a Wizard 101 account through Steam. Here's the problem that happened with this. You can't link your accounts. So I can't link Richard Unicorn Caller through Steam and just play Richard Unicorn Caller on Steam. I can't do that. The only way you could play Wizard 101 on Steam is if you make a new account that is through Steam, then buy a membership for that account, and then play it on Steam. Sadly, you can't link accounts or you can't share accounts of any sort through Steam. You just have to make a new wizard through Steam. A lot of people did not like that for Steam. It was a good effort, but I really wish they supported the link account feature or something like that. I mean, it would just make sense for a game that's been out for 10 years. You would understand that a lot of people have played the game. So what's the point of just making a new wizard just to play it through Steam when you can just play it on the... Hey, my Harpy Pet just hatched. Let me see what it is. Oh, this is the Harpy Pet. Ew, I always hated this thing. This thing was ugly. Good thing it's going to be in the video with us. But going back onto this, a lot of people were not happy about the Steam link thing, and so you gotta make a new account. The second mistake that they have done, and this is just something that's really, really made me mad, is the Crown Awards. Yes, I'm saying that the Crown Awards was awful. It was first released in November of 2018. We thought it would be cool. It's a cool idea. It's pretty interesting. The problem with this is that it was terrible. It was a terrible idea. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it costed about... I don't know why I can't go through this wall, honestly. It costed about, 500,000 crowns. Yes, there were 15 tiers, and I could actually pull it up real quick. It was 15 tiers, and in order to get through all those tiers, you would have to spend a certain amount of crowns. And yes, baby Dr. T spilled Richard Unicorn Caller has the receipts. And like I said, this was released on November 11th, I think. This was near Black Friday time, so everybody would get ready for Black Friday. This was a very poor mistake from Wizard 101 because the crown amount in order to participate in this was very, very abnormal, and it felt a little inappropriate to be having this in a children's game, which is catered towards children and family. Personally, for me, I didn't like it, and this is real. This all happened. This is the screenshot. As you can see, if you look down at the corner of the computer screen, you will see the date that it says November 11th. I think that says... No, not November 11th. I think it's... I'm stupid. I think it was the 15th or something. But yes, you can see the date right there, and this is what it looks like. 550,000 crowns for the Night Dragon mount, and the Night Dragon mount was not actually good. It wasn't good at all. It was just a 55% speed boost mount, and it really didn't offer anything. So, you know, you see it right there. This isn't photoshopped. This is in the game. Like, this is in the game. And, yeah, within the 15 tiers, you can get some other goodies and stuff like that. And if you did the math, yes, it would cost you $700 in order to get 550,000 crowns from scratch. And as you can see, I only had 377 crowns, so I was in no shape or form in order to participate in this event, which I would love to participate in most of their events. However, if it costs crowns, then most likely I'm probably not going to do it. And now we go into the final thing that was kind of depressing. Oh boy, Imperia Part 2. Where to begin? Well, for starters, the Scion spells had a lot of nerfs. On Test Realm, it cost 12 pips to cast a spell. Yes, 12 pips for these new Scion spells that you would get through the Test Realm and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. The Scion spells are good. Now they cost 11 pips, and I will tell you, it's not worth it. Some of these Scion spells are not worth it. Now, obviously, for damage, it is worth it, but the Life of Scion spell is probably the worst life spell you could possibly get as a life wizard. I really tried hard to like the Scion spell as I adventured, but the Scion spell is really bad. It costs 11 pips. The base healing is 1,100 and 100. So you can basically, you can enchant it as well. You can enchant it, and it gives you a plus 300 heal over time, which is not true. It doesn't give you a plus 300 heal over time. That's only if you have enough outgoing healing. And if somebody is around 25% HP or less, which is really, really hard to find, they have to be on a sliver of amount of health in order to do the double condition. It will do double the amount of healing and double the overtime and stuff like that. The reason why the Scion spell for Life Wizards is particularly bad is because it promotes the sense that a bunch of Life Wizards are going to wait until the teammates are dead, then use Scion of Life acting all cool and stuff, even though their teammates are dead and lost all their boosts like blades and auras and stuff like that. So, the best thing as a Life Wizard is to do something like a Satyr, or just drop in a Dryad if you really want to use up all 11 of your pips or more. The Scion of Life spell wasn't really the best, and every other spell has their own variation, like Storm and Myth and all that stuff. They all have their own variation. Next up for Imperia Part 2 was the complete story arc. The story arc felt a little rushed. Personally, for me, Imperia Part 2, you can easily beat it in a single day. Imperia Part 2 is not long. It is super short. You can do it in a single day. And it just felt rushed. Like, I wasn't really keeping up much with the story. And I'm not going to spoil anything in case you don't want the lore spoiled to you. I really love y'all. I don't want the lore spoiled for y'all. But honestly, for me, for some reason, I just really didn't feel like the Imperia Part 2 really had a good rep. Some people said it was rushed, or some people said it was too quick. I do believe it was a little quick, but we'll just have to wait and find out what happens next. Speaking of next, when you get to the final boss battle, the boss battle was extremely hard. People are telling that to nerve it. Personally, the Storm Titan is easy. I've done the Storm Titan 100 times. It's not that hard to do the Storm Titan, ladies and gentlemen. However, if you're wearing like Waterworks gear and you have no like teamwork, then necessarily you're gonna get murdered. Like just, I don't know, you're just gonna get murdered. I think the last thing I want to go off on this tangent is kind of the future of Wizard 101. I mean, we're not gonna get another world in a while because they release everything in yearly intervals of November. Which I don't know why they do. It really does take a while for them to produce content. And I just feel like with everything else that's going on in the world of Wizard 101, I mean, the game is just starting to get really old. I mean, I love the game. I think it's a cute game. I think it's cool. However, it is getting boring and there's really nothing to do. I know a lot of my viewers tell me to make a new wizard, but Honestly, I don't have the time for that, nor do I even have the patience, nor do I have the desire to even make a new account. And personally, the characters I have are, for the last time, junk accounts. And it feels like the game is really starting to be heavy on crowns. I've noticed that everybody on my live stream keeps asking me if I have crowns, which I don't have crowns, obviously. I'm not rich. Sadly, I can't keep buying these crowns and doing these pack openings. It is a very expensive process when it comes to crowns. And the game overall just feels expensive, and I kind of just want to stop playing it. It really just, I don't know, it just doesn't really have that, it doesn't really have that nostalgia that I used to have as a kid. But now as a 19-year-old grown-up, or, adult, it just, I don't know, it just feels like I'm tired of paying money for it. And especially after they done that crown award system, that was like 500,000 crowns and $700 worth of crowns. That was very disrespectful to the community. They even said in a video that they followed up with that it wasn't pay to win, and they thought of it in advance. And it honestly scares me that they have thought about the crown award system in advance, because that costed $700. That is $700 for a video game, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep bringing this up in most of my videos, but that is really, really ridiculous, and that is really stupid. I really hope Wizard 101 can release something new for the game. I know it just sounds like I'm moaning, but I really do hope that they bring something new to the plate. I don't want any other miscellaneous updates. I want a new world. I want more constant updates. Not too constant, but the game really has to be a little bit livelier. Make Wizard City free at least, but maybe that's asking too much. My name is Sizzle RJ. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Wizard 101. Have you stopped playing Wizard 101? Do you still play it? Do you have a membership? Let me know what you guys think about the state of Wizard 101. I'll read the comments and I'll check them out. My name is Sizzle RJ, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, in regards for all the people that made it all the way to the end that actually watched the video, I will be playing some PlayStation 4 gameplay soon. So I will be playing some PlayStation 4 games because I'm about to go back home for spring break. So spring break is going to be fun. I have a spring break update for the channel. It's going to be really, really, really awesome. Make sure to comment if you're excited and give me a little, oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching.